Hello friends, this is Durga again from IT Varsity, a one-stop shop to learn all the technologies. At this time we are talking about Red Hat Certified System Administrator or RHCSA exam. As part of the first category, understand and use the essential tools. In this video I will try to cover how to create, delete, copy and move files and directories. So typically the command is about the section is about commands such as mkdir, cp, mv and rm. So these four are the commands which we will be using. So as I have mentioned to you earlier, you can use touch command to create the files, or you can open you can open an editor with some new file name and you can start typing it, and you can save depending upon using the command depending upon the editor you are using. If you are using VA editor, you have to go to the escape mode and then hit colon and WQ for write and quit. If it is nano, you have to hit Ctrl X to come out of the file. So now we will see how to create the directories first. So using you can create the directories either by using graphical user interface or by using close without saying, or by using the command prompt. Using graphical user interface is very simple. You can open the Explorer by clicking any of the directory, and then you can navigate to whatever directory you want. In this case, let's say I want to create a directory or file in documents. Here I can right click and create, click on new folder, and then I can give the name IT Varsity directory, or whatever name I want I can give. And then if I want to copy or move the files, just right click, click on copy to or move to, and let's say I want to copy to my home directory, I can click on copy to, and now it is in the document directory. To go to home, just click on home and then right click on this, click on create folder. No, not like this. Go to documents, select this one. Something is not right. Okay, now let me try. Right click on this, copy to, and let's say I want to copy to home directory. So click on home and then click on select, and now you can go to home and see that in the home the directory IT Varsity _ directory is created. Okay, so you can just right click on the directory or file and then use copy to or move to copy or move the directories using graphical user interface. If you want to delete, just right click on the directory and then click on move to trash. The file will be deleted. If you want to undo, you can undo. If you want to delete it permanently, you can go to the trash or recycle bin and delete it from there. So you can double click on this, and here if I want to empty the recycle bin, I can select the directory and click on empty. Okay, it will empty all items. If I just want to empty only this directory, I just have to right click on this and click on delete, and it will permanently delete from the system. So using graphical user interface, it is pretty straightforward to copy the directories or files from one location to another location. Now if I want to use the command prompt. So before actually start exploring on command prompt, let us understand the directory structure. So I am exiting from this, and I am closing these Explorer windows by clicking on this, and now I am launching terminal, and when we launch the terminal, it will take us onto a particular directory which is called as home directory. And to know which directory we are in, we can just type pwd and hit enter. and it will give the directory where we are currently. And the Linux file system starts with a root directory called slash. Slash is the root file system under which all the directories will exist. So if we sudo to root and go to the root file system, which is slash, by using cd, cd stands for change directory, and if we do ls-ltr, these are the directories at the root level. We have home, under which we have the itversity, and we have temp, we have many other directories. Okay, so we will look into the permissions and ownership on these directories and files in another video, but for now just understand that the file system starts with slash, and then the directories will follow the tree structure, and the files will be there at any level, like the leaves can be there at the main branch level, or the leaf or the sub branch level. Similarly, files can be there in any directory, and the file system in Linux follows the tree structure. Okay, now I am exiting from root user and coming back to itversity. We are in the home directory, and here if I want to create a directory, just use mkdir to create the directory. And if I want, so let me create directory called test01. So to list, we can use ls-ltr, and you can see that test01 is the directory which is created. And if when you run ls-ltr, you can see the file properties. If the first bit is D, then it is a directory. So now we have executed mkdir command to just create one directory. If I want to create multiple directories from test01 to test10, I can do so by saying mkdir test01 to 10. No, this is not the syntax. Okay, rm test 01 to 10, I guess. So not rm, actually mkdir test 01 to 10. No, this is also not the right syntax. But you can actually say rm minus rf test 1 to 100 and ls minus ltr. Okay, I did rm minus rf. So mkdir test 1 to 100. It should be this one. No, something is not correct. Let me see the syntax and get back to here in a moment. So this is the syntax, mkdir test, in the braces you can give the range. So if I want to create 01 to 99 like this, you can give the range like 01 to 99, and you can see that all the directories which are created with test in them. Okay, so this is how you can actually create the create multiple files using mkdir command and then the range. Okay, and also it is important to understand how to create directories of multiple levels in one shot. So I am deleting all the directories, and now if I want to create multiple directories with test as prefix from 1 to 10, and then if I want to create subdirectories of 1 to 10 under test directory, I can actually say mkdir minus p. So minus p will ensure if the path does not exist, it will try to create directories of all the levels, and if the directory in the path does exist, then it will just ignore the parent directory and it will try to create the subdirectories. For example, let me say test, and now we have the directory called test, and under test there is nothing, it's an empty. So either I can create something like this, test and subtest 01, which will create the subtest directory under test, or I can also say mkdir minus p test subtest and subtest and hit enter. So we don't have, we have only the parent directory test, but we don't have either subtest or subtest under subtest. Now if I actually do ls minus ltr test, the subtest directory is created without touching the test, as the directory test already exists. It just ignored without erroring out, and it has created the subtest. And if I do test subtest and hit enter on test subtest with ls-ltr command, I can see subtest command also. Now if I try to create the directory without -p, saying test subtest 01 and hit enter, because test and subtest already exists, it has created the subtest 01. You can actually validate by running ls-ltr test subtest, and we can see subtest 01 and subtest under subtest directory. And now if I say mkdir test a new subtest and then new subtest, we don't have the directory new subtest under test. We are trying to create multiple levels of directories in one command using mkdir without -p, and you can see that no such file or directory error, because there is no new subtest directory under test. So mkdir -p will actually create, try to create all the directories in the path we have given. If the directories does not exist, if the directories does exist, it will just ignore. Now if I run mkdir test subtest 01 again, because the directory already exists, it thrown error saying file exists. If I run the same command with -p, it will gracefully come out without throwing an error whether the directory exists or not, because in that path, if anything is missing, it will try to create all the directories and all the subdirectories that are missing. So -p is very important command if you want to create directories at multiple levels in one shot. Now we will make it a little bit more complicated. Now we will try to create test directories from 01 to 10 and subtest directories from 01 to 5 in each of the test directories. All can be done using single command mkdir -p test. To give the range from 01 to 10, we can give like this, and then we can say subtest 01 to 05 and hit enter, and you can say ls-ltr, and you can run find command, find test, okay. So all the directories, starting from all the directories which start with test, I want to search for all the files and directories in them and hit enter. You can see that for each of the directory with test 01 to 10, we have subdirectories with 01 to 5. So if you want to create multiple directories in one shot, you can use this syntax, and also you can run commands such as this one, test 20, test 30, test 40, and hit enter, and we can see the directories 20, 30, 40 like that. So using one command you can create multiple directories in one shot. So this is how you can create the directories using mkdir. I have shown all the variations of mkdir. Now if I want to copy these directories, I have to use a command called cp, but as we try to copy the directories, we have to do it recursively, otherwise it will fail. For example, if I try to just copy test into a new directory called itv test and hit enter, it is saying omitting directory because test is a directory. If it is a file, it will just copy. We will talk about copying files in the next video. In this video, we will just try to cover the directories. So to recursively copy the directories, we have to use the command -r, and then you can say test and the target directory as itv_test, and now I can do ls-ltr and I can see a directory called itv_test here, and then I can navigate through and we can see all the directories similar to the test directory in itv_test. So for these commands, if you want to get the help, there are multiple ways to do that. One is cp help, and it will give all the help related to cp. It takes the options such as -r, which we have seen, to recursively copy the directory, and another important option is -f to copy the directories forcefully. Now if I try to do again cp-r test to itv_test, it will okay, I mean itv_test, so I am going to the parent directory and now trying to copy. It worked well without any issues. cp-r test itv_test ls-ltr. So the test directory is copied here again after running the cp command next time. Okay, so let me delete this. If I don't want it to be happen, then I can say cp-rf test to itv_test, and if you do ls-ltr, still it is copying the directory test into the itv_test, which is not correct. So let us see cp help. We have seen -r, which is very important to copy the directories in the recursive fashion, and then -f is another important one. So it says -f stands for force. If an existing destination file cannot be opened, remove it and try again. Okay, so it will try to override the existing file when you try to use -f. With directories it is not mandatory, but with files you have to do that. We will see that when it comes to the files. But to copy the directory, most important is -r to do it recursively. And I am seeing if there are any other important directories here. We will see other options when we try to copy the files, but for now just understand the importance of -r, which does the copy recursively. Now so copy, what it will do is you will have both the original one and also the new one. So now if I do ls-ltr, I can see the test directory as well as itv_test directory. So to keep them in sync, let me delete test directory under itv_test, and now if I do ls-ltr, both test and itv_test are at the same level. Now copy is done. Let us try to do the move. So when it comes to copy, you will have both the source as well as destination. You will have multiple copies of what we try to copy. If you don't want to do that, if you just want to rename, what you can do is, now we have only test because I have deleted itv_test. If I want to rename this test to a different directory, or if I want to move this directory test into a different directory, I can use the move command, which stands for mv, and again we have to use -f to forcefully move in recursive fashion. You cannot use mv-rf to do it recursively. You just have to say mv-f test to itv_test, and now the move is done, and you can see that test is gone. and you have the only the newer directory. Okay, and as part of the move options, you will not see -r to recursively move the directory. You just have to say -f, which will actually do it forcefully. And again, if you want to get the help, say mv -l help, and you will see all the options. You can see -f to force, fully copy the directory, and also -t, move all source arguments into the directory, and there are a few other options. So go through the other options as well at the time of certification if you are not sure which option you should use. Okay. So we have seen mkdir command to create the directory, cp command with -r or -rf option to copy existing directory into a new directory, and then we have seen mv -f to rename or move existing directory to a new directory. And now we will see the delete option. To delete, you use rm command. Again, to recursively delete, you have to say -r and give the name of the directory. In this case, I am trying to delete the itv_test, and you can see that itv_test directory is deleted. Sometimes it will actually prompt to confirm whether you want to delete the directory or not. So if you have a directory with hundreds of files, and if it is prompting to delete, then the delete can take a lot of time. In that scenario, you can use rm -rf, which will forcefully delete in one shot without prompting for each and every file in the directory structure. In this case, I am trying to delete all the directories which starts with test star, and everything is gone in one shot. Okay. So anyway, this is how you can use rm. Again, if you want to see the help for rm, you can just say rm -help, and you will see the several options. For directories, the most important options are -r and -f. So -f is -r or -rf. -r is to remove directories in recursive fashion, and f is to do it forcefully without prompting. Okay. So you have to be extremely careful when you use commands such as rm. If you want to use -f to forcefully delete the files, because we will lose the directories or files if you do -f while deleting them. So be extremely careful. So that being said, as part of this video, as under create, delete, copy and move files and directories, we have covered create, delete, copy and move directories. As part of the next video, I will try to cover create, delete, copy and move files. That being said, I hope you are enjoying the content on the channel. If you like this video, please click on the like button. If you want to provide the feedback, please use the comment section of the video. If you want to discuss further about certifications, please join my LinkedIn group called ITversity-certifications. And finally, if you are not subscribed to my channel yet, please do so. You will get to see a lot more content like this over time. Thank you. Bye.